Hey YouTube, this is John from Team Battle Faders. Coming to you with a deck profile of a deck that I've been wrecking shop with for the last I want to say week because Worm Nebula came out and it just made Worms just over the top good. You know what I mean? It's the deck I'm going to be running at YCS Orlando. I think a lot of people are going to be topping with Worms because Worms are just they're just crazy and people don't know what to side against them right now and all the other stuff. So we're gonna get into it. First of the monsters, we try not to run sinkers in this deck. So first of the monsters is three Worm Kings. You're wondering why three Worm King? It's the only high level monster I run. It only takes one tribute. You could pop a worm on the field, including himself, to go ahead and blow up any card on the field. So you can ditch like four cards. If you have like a full field of worms, you can ditch like four to blow up full cards. It's a very good card. I really like it. It goes good with Worm Nebula Meteorite. Next we got three Zex. Zex is good because you normal summon him. He's 1800 attack. He sends this guy to the graveyard. This guy comes from the graveyard and goes face down. So it's basically like a +1 when you summon him successfully. Next is 3 Worm Yagen. Worm Yagen, guys. This card's good. You set it, it gets hit, you bounce back a monster on the field. If this is faced up on the field, this guy can't be destroyed by battle if he's on the field. Um, by this effect, it gets removed. So, I mean, these guys be getting removed a lot. So I gotta add in cards that stop that, which we do have. Next is 3 Worm Carteros. He's the searcher of the deck. You just set him, they run into it, you flip, and you just add a worm to your hand. He's a weak defense too, 500, he sucks. 2 Worm Tentacles. I really like this card. Um, if you blow up your whole field with you know, offering to a Snake Deity with Worm King, and this is the only guy on the field, and you remove from play one of your worms from your graveyard, this guy can attack twice. And if he attacks twice and it's directly, it's 3400. So that's basically about 45% of your life points gone. Good card. Searchable by Carteros. I run one Honest because they're slights. You gotta run at least one Honest. Oh, I forgot Honest is at one, so you gotta run one Honest. Next is a Tech Choice Gale. I run Roll Oppression. I don't special summon much. The only special summoning I do is with Worm Nebula Meteorite. So this guy on the field is great because I can just half of your attack, and it's the only 2-round run. So I can sink into 7s and 6s because we run Spirit Reaper. So like 6, yeah. Anyways, next is 2 Spirit Reaper. You just set this as stall. You know how they run into it. It's good for 6 amps. It's good against pretty much anything. That's the monster lineup. 15 monsters, not much of a monster lineup, but it works. For the spells, we only run like 8 spells, and we start off with 3 Upstart Goblins. I'm poor. I don't have Pot of Duality. I'm not spending 200 bucks or 150 or 130 on no damn Pot of Duality. So I just use Upstarts. They work for me. They haven't let me down, so I'm sticking with them. 2 MSTs, of course, you know, staple, especially with Gravekeepers running around. Light of Redemption. This is a good card because Yagen, after its effect is activated and it gets removed from the field, it gets removed from play. So you just pay 100 life points, and since it's a light monster, it goes right to your hand, so you can set them and bounce back shit next turn again. Think about bumping this up to 2 because it's unbelievably good in this deck. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. That's it for spells. You're probably thinking to yourself, wow, there's a lot of traps in this deck, but it needs it. For traps, we run 3 Offering to the Snake Deity. If you don't know what Offering to the Snake Deity does, it's Icarus Attack for worms. But instead of, it gets by Master Restrict, because Master Restrict says you can't tribute monsters. Icarus Attack, you got to tribute a monster. With Offer to the Snake Deity, you destroy one reptile monster. So it gets by that stupid ass card. And you got to run 3 of them. It's just too good not to run 3. Next is the heart of the deck, and it's these 3 Worm Nebula Meteorites. Okay, first when you activate this, all monsters in the field go face up. So if it's a flip effect, it gets his effect, which means I'm able to bounce back cards with Yagen, and with Carteros, I'm able to add a level 4 to my hand. After that, end phase, I flip all reptile worm monsters face down. So I draw a card for every face down that does that. So if I have two, I draw two, and so on and so forth. After that, I get to special summon a level 7 or higher worm monster. So Mr. King is coming out, and I don't even have to do nothing. So I mean that's basically the only special summoning I do, and it's like the heart of the deck. And this is what's wrecking face because it came out in Extreme Victory. Yes, if they trap stun me, I'm screwed. But we can get around trap stun. 7 tools, that shit. Anyways, two dimensional prisons. Everybody should at least run two of these unless you're running like a World of Curie build or whatever, but two-dimensional prisons is like key. It's a must. You want to remove all those heavy synchros like Shooting Star. One Scrap Iron Scarecrow. I have to tech this in because sometimes my worms are like weak and they'll go and attack with a high monster, and I'll go ahead and activate this. And it stalls. It's more stall, so it works real good. I was thinking about using it too, but Light of Redemption at 2 is better than having another extra trap. Next I run Roll Oppression. This card wrecks face on people. You already know what it does. Pay 100 life points, negate the special summoning of a monster, and destroy it. So, I mean, it's good, especially in this deck. And if I have Gale on the field, most of the time it stays on the field for a couple of turns. So, it's a good card. Next is one Torrential Tribute. Damn, I couldn't even read that. Anyways, it's Torrential Tribute. More monster destruction. That's all it's there for. Merit Force. Everybody should want one Merit Force. And last but not least, my friend has my Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment. I only run one of each. I don't have money for a second Solemn Warning. I got mine actually in a card like duel. You know, we duel for cards, and actually I was using this worm deck and I beat a 6-man player and got Solemn Warning. So yeah, tomorrow I'll have him back in here and it'll complete the deck. So I mean, YCS Orlando is going to be crazy. I know there's going to be a lot of worm decks out there. I hope they at least top like 16. I'm hoping I top at least, you know, and if I don't top, I'll go into side events and try to win them. So, I'm John from T Battle Faders. I'm the guy in the wheelchair, so if I do see you out there, you know, I'm going to say what's up. Don't be a fag and try to flame on me, you know what I mean? Try to talk shit and this and that. I don't like that. So, comment, rate, subscribe. Don't flame on my damn channel. I don't like it. I won't do it to you, you know what I mean? So please don't do it to me. That's how I feel. So this is deuces.